Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as the mighty Serene Republic of Venice. We're doing pretty well. We have awful border gore in the Middle East, but we are working on expanding into Italy further, specifically into Aragonese Naples, which is not going as well as I would like. Aragon has got a ridiculously powerful fleet and is pretty much blockaded the strait to Sicily and is almost untakeable. So right now we're just waiting for a ticking war score. I'm planning on taking Naples and Abruzzi, and then that should be enough to give us, well, we're going to steal a ton of development out of that. We're going to steal, what, 53 development? That's a lot of land. We're actually going to be about the same size as France once this war is over. Obviously, we can't stick it into states, so we're always going to be weaker than France, but we'll definitely be the largest republic I've ever played, since I did a Novgorod game and formed Russia out of it later on. Yeah. After that, we're going to look once again at the Middle East and see if it's possible to maybe beat Mamluks in a war. Currently, we are suffering several penalties to our Republican tradition. Somebody did suggest I swap from political dynasties towards republicanism or authoritarianism just for the additional those bonuses, reduced unrest, or the Republican tradition. The Republican tradition might not be a bad move right now, considering although we are positive Republican tradition, it could be better. We have also almost managed to convert all our Middle Eastern territories while retaining most of our allies. The loss of France, unfortunately, is a slight problem. There doesn't seem to be a way to get them back, but they are not as powerful as they could be. I can, in fact, however, ally myself to Great Britain, who actually doesn't hate Castile, so I might actually do that. There we go. And I'm going to put a diplomat now to... Ooh, can I invite to Trade League, actually? Yes, I can. We want... Let's do Siena first of all. And then let's do the Palatinate. And then if we can, let's get Trier. Austria apparently just went on one heck of a conquering spree up there. Look at that. Our Austria now controls quite a bit of land up there, which is why they're all so weak all of a sudden. On the other hand, we lost an alliance of France, but we did gain Great Britain. We also picked up a couple people for our trade league, so I'm not sure if that's a net positive or a negative, but France is not as huge as they could be. I'm actually, according to the game, more powerful than they are, which is mainly due to the fact that I have the institution and they do not. We do need to get some troops back to the Middle East, though, for an upcoming war against the Mamluks. Okay, that's literally just trade ships. Just want to make sure. Let's run you to here. If we do a war, we want to take Cairo directly. The hard part is we can't directly fight the Mamluks. We have not enough troops for that. But we also can't fight the Ottomans. So I don't entirely know how to get around that problem. We could call in Poland. We really need to be able to call in everybody else. And everybody is too afraid of the Ottomans to fight them. If I can just constrain the Ottomans and let Castile grow, even though it looks like Castile is actually struggling versus Granada, at some point Castile and Portugal are going to get powerful enough to be as large as the Ottomans, then maybe they'll rival them, which would make my life a lot easier. Oh, did I not actually? Idiot, didn't actually give the order to transfer them. Lovely. We also need a lot more trade still in these nodes. We're not doing terrible, but 29 there. Mamelukes are very powerful when it comes to trading, so that's obviously a struggle. 10% in Constantinople, frustratingly. A lot of our trade power is actually coming from this trade fleet here, which is functioning in Ragusa. See, we only have 40% of the trade here. We should be able to pull more trade out of there. We just don't have the ability to outcompete with Ragusa. Maybe once I get the world port here, that'll help a bit. 40, what's this gonna boost us to? 42, I think? 44, ooh, that is a big income boost. Boy, 48 gold from trade, that is really good. Lubeck, by comparison, only gets 20. Of course, you gotta include the other people in that node, too. So, if we can hold on trade for another 40 years, we will spawn global trade, probably in Venice itself, which would be ridiculous. Can you imagine spawning global trade in Venice of all provinces? Wow, that would be impressive. I'm thinking culturally embrace Egyptian? Oh, I already have a max. Okay, can't do that yet. Maybe next time. Maybe next time, once we figure out what we're doing. Is there only 4 there? What? That was weird. It was like some of my troops teleported to there, then there were other ones were transported to there. That was just weird. I'm not going to try and understand what happened there. It happened. That's enough. We're moving on. Get you going. Really, the way we're going to get this Venetian Sea achievement is going to have to be trade cities. And just hope they all stay loyal to me in the meantime. I'll have to save scum, create a separate save file for that. I'm not about to wreck the whole run just because I want the singular achievement. So if you do see a bit of a backtrack at some point, that will be why. I'm not converting anything. Oh, I am still converting one more. Okay. Let's also move you down here, so that way I don't need to do 3 trips again. Can we build a shipyard? We can. We can start working on more shipyards. That will save us quite a bit of money. Hopefully we can get that higher. 53 is not a massive naval force limit for this point of the game. It's good, especially for an inland one, but not good enough. There we go. Let's see. That's going to boost trade from 54.79 to 63. Whoa, that is a jump. We are also ahead of time in trade. Ah, that's why. That would explain it. 20% trade efficiency rather than 5. So rather than, was that an 8 or so gain, we're looking at like a 2 or 3 overall. Not bad. Pretty useful, honestly. We should try and upgrade these places if we can. I hate losing government reform progress, but that's the way it goes. Upgrading this, 37, 39. Technically, we're halfway there. Technically, we're halfway there, or over halfway there. Okay, we're outraged countries, improvements being done. Can we, I'm curious, can we threaten war on you? No. If we were to declare war, you guys would all join. How many troops do you field? They have 34,000. We have 44,000. Let's put them 2 more cannons in there. Want to stay as close to our max force limit as possible. We're third in the world military. I don't think we're going to be able to fight off both the Mamluks and their other allies. They're Miltech 12. They are going quantity though, which is a problem. I don't have a particularly large military advantage. Once we get post Miltech 15 or 16, the Ottomans start to fall off, which is what we need. Once their units are either inferior or on par with ours, we're going to be in good shape. Hungary is getting demolished by Bohemia here. I may need to actually move in and take some of the crumbs along the border here. Zagreb, Lika. However, if you have a correct pronunciation, let me know. The Pope is also becoming a problem. The Pope is, in fact, becoming a problem. I don't know how to deal with the Pope. That's the problem. I do want to beat up Savoy. Obviously, I won't be able to for quite a while because it'll involve a war with Aragon. At least Siena's in a trade league, although they'll leave if I go to war with either of those guys, but a little bit of progress is a little bit of progress. We can add someone else to our trade lead, Aachen. Okay. So this should technically mean, and this is going to be kind of funny, we should actually have trade power up in some of these nodes, which is dumb. 7% trade in a node or more now. 9% trade in a node that we can't even access for income. Same thing with Champagne. Power of trade republics. Let's split you to... Oh, nope. Let's merge you all, then split you. There you go. You can do it. It's not that hard. Let's get another transport ship on the field. And manufactories, maybe? Go down a couple more of those. Probably worth actually upgrading trade centers if I can get away with it. Damascus and Cyprus? No, just Damascus. Okay. Don't know what's going on. Oh, Tarabulus also has a center of trade. Interesting. Only upgraded if it's in a trade company or province. Okay, let's remove Morera from it because it's only 24 development. So let's do that. And we'll add instead Syria into it for the meantime. For that upgrade, now I can upgrade these trade provinces a bit. And I should be, once I get enough, another promoted culture, next Diplotech, be able to absorb those guys into the empire. But more importantly, it should give us the majority trade, or close to it, in this area. So again, more trade power we can control the direction of. All trade flows to Venice, where we get 84% of it. The Pope and Mantua are also massively profiting off of our control. Might be worth wiping this guy out at some point. You're terrible, you're half decent, you're really good. We got the really good guy. Nice. Exactly what one would want. Exactly what you would want. So, 466 ruler for a little while. Hopefully he survives for some time. Don't know how to deal with the Ottomans. Not easily, at least. So let's keep getting more shipyards. In the end, the more ships we have, the better off we will be. Ooh, the Pope has got into a fight with France. Convenient. As soon as I spent... Oh, bother. We'll go into debt. As soon as I spend the money, I need the money. How typical. Luckily, it's all a single loan, so the penalty isn't too terrible. Still doing okay on Republican Tradition. We are over 50 power projection, so awesome. Our Admiral finally died. Wow. I'll take the stability, I guess. I'm not going to fall into that much debt if I can avoid it. Double negative gold income events in a row. That is just painful. The really worst part is Venice, because I make so much money that those loans and the loss of money are so large. Because it's usually based off your yearly income, which in my case is like, well, 44 times 12, so quite a lot, 400, 500 something. It's usually based off that. The other thing I can do is if I take over this region, I can start releasing trade cities, which is what we want to do. Ideally, we want to hold on to the ports and the rich provinces ourselves, and then for the rest of them, give them to trading cities so that we get 50% or more of the benefit. So let's snag admin, catching up a little bit. Still 2 techs to go before we can get another idea group. I'm thinking the next idea group probably should either be admin, which would help with taking land and mercenary costs, or, and this is the one I'm tending towards, is going for defensive and just having some absolutely ridiculous level of morale to fight the Ottomans with. But let's see if there's actually any good policies that will come from defensive. Trade is not bad, merchant and trade steering, so that's worth keeping an eye on. Edict of Resistance, +1 attrition for enemies. Ooh, another good one. Is there any point in me taking maritime? Light ship, Morale of navies, kind of. Naval ideas themselves, light ship cost, ship trade power is not bad. That would certainly help. It would just make my ships overall stronger. I don't think it would necessarily help me get more ships. Admin, we'd get tax and manpower. Or trade efficiency. Somebody was saying for me to go colonize. I could. I don't think it's worth it, unfortunately. Expansion might not be too bad, but exploration not so much. Expansion might be doable. If we can get through here to the Red Sea, Gulf of Suez, maybe. It's always tough to say. We still don't know where these trade provinces are. I really want to know so I can actually trade in them. I should probably actually try and get... Oh, wow, I just spent a ton of that money I had made. We'll do that. Trade ship propagation. That'll help a little bit in terms of income. 59 to 52. Okay, 71 gold from trade. Hungary is no longer a valid rival, which means we are going to immediately swap this over to the Ottomans. We will also revoke our embargo on these guys. And then I think ideally we want to attack Hungary. Prestige is better in this case. Yes. We have Cleansing of Heresy, so we can just outright attack them, and I can call in Spain, which would be easy victory for us. So I will do that. We are going to have to ferry our troops back, but that's what we're going to have to do anyhow. We can do 23 at a time, so let's do that. We are going to be fighting Genoa as well, which is going to be interesting. Maybe we can steal their capital? If we could, that would be amazing. I don't know if we will. Ideally, I just want... Actually, I wouldn't mind wiping out Hungary. I don't think I'll be able to, though. But if I could take over some of their lands, I could start releasing trading cities in the Balkans. As long as I surround them. Like Raska, if I take this province, could be a trading city without much effort. Then all I have to do is maintain good enough relations with them and positive income, positive prestige. There's a lot of downsides to trading cities, aren't there? I'll just have to keep an eye on it all. Called in Spain, I don't know how much Spain is going to help. Probably not that much. It's cool that they're Spain now. Do they have claims on anything? No, they're stuck inside. All their claims are in Iberia. Well, at least they're Spain, so they should be getting more stuff going. Cleansing of Heresy does not have a distinct province. I just have to win battles, right? Yeah. Ooh, sigh. Sadly, I can't wipe out Genoa. They're just a little too large. Luckily, I think I'm only at war versus them. Go take Württemberg. I'll leave Spain to siege down Genoa. Württemberg would be a nice one to occupy because that'll count as part of Hungary for their factors of piecing out and stuff. I believe that would be my... Wow, I thought that would be my admin advisor. This guy's 70 years old, 20% death risk. He should have died ages ago. Well, I will happily keep him around. Level 3 is always good. Plus, we're behind in admin anyhow. I've got to figure out how I'm going to do this piece out, though. I was going to put you towards allies, right? Yeah. We're still counter-espionaging the Ottomans, which is probably protecting us from quite a bit of trouble. It's a lot harder for the Ottomans to get claims on my lands with that. Which is why I do that. If you can get away with it, it's worth doing. Really, another one of these events? Ugh. Okay, I'll take the stability and the gold loss. We're not going to lose our ruler because of the election barrier, which, even though he should be overthrown, he won't be. That is a bug they're going to definitely have to fix, but it makes Venice really strong right now. We can actually get ahead of time in military tech, which I will do. Better forts. Better forts. We're 1 away from Miltech 15. Now, if we can hit Miltech 15 before the Ottomans do, there might be a shot for us actually fighting a war. With them, I'm still really reluctant to fight the Ottomans anyhow. I suspect their army professionalism is really, really high. Which means taking them out is going to be a slog through a mountain of manpower. We do have a fair amount of professionalism ourselves. I don't think it'll be enough. Easy victory there. Genoa has yet to leave. Württemberg will leave, but they're a union, so they actually can't leave. Great. And no other real trade centers, centers of trade to upgrade. Next is we have to take Cairo and Dumyat. And ideally the coastline, but general died. I suppose I could use the ruler, but it seems kind of dumb risking an old guy to lead an army. It just makes him die faster. There we go. This guy is 61. The reduced aggressive expansion will be nice, though. What can I do? I'd like to do that. How bad is that? Not bad at all, actually. I might try creating a trading city in Vysoki there. Or Raska. Depends on which one I feel in the mood for. Also depends if one's a center of trade. Let's core that. Let's also boost autonomy. And we should be good then. Land grab, land expansion, which is always good. I'm going to get rid of the fort in Smerdevro, or however you say it. And instead, excuse me, my voice just died there. Instead, improve that there. Put a better fort there. I can't upgrade that one apparently. That's odd. Why can't I upgrade you? Oh, because I'm converting you. Duh. Let's also throw a better fort down there. Anything that borders the Ottomans should have strong forts. That should be the rule of thumb whenever playing against the Ottomans. Have strong forts. They are sitting kind of quiet, which is worrisome. Really? Another loan? Oy, oy, oy. Lots of loans coming in these days. I need to start saving up more cash. 2 loans. Ow. That's painful. That's definitely painful. Anyhow, that will be it for this episode. We've now subdued the Balkans. We are actually thinking of a war here against the Mamelukes because they are getting clobbered by Yemen and Shamar. So that will likely be a thing next episode. Hopefully we'll snag Cairo then. And hopefully, of course, the Ottomans don't come kill me. So I'll just move these ships over, and then we will stop there. And we've almost hit the beginning of the Ottomans' weak game, which is, you know, post 15 on everything, 15, 16. Somehow we're still doing really well on innovation. I guess because we're in Italy. But we should also be able to get another idea group going next video. Oh, Ragusa is no longer in a trade league. Let's... Ooh, wait a second. We're going to do that. Sorry. I am going to attack these guys because I see the opportunity to wipe out my one trade rival in the region. Anyhow, that will be a thing next episode. We're going to take Ragusa. We're probably going to take Mantua. And that should give us pretty much complete control of the Ragusan and Venetian trade nodes. And then we'll see if we can afford to go after the Mamelukes. Anyhow, thank you guys all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment or a like if you've watched this far. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.